Good morning from the Utoxeter services on the A50. Welcome back to today's vlog. I've already been driving this morning for about 3.5 hours. I drove from Milton Keynes, from Jorja's house, dropped back off at university in Nottingham. Now I'm driving back over to Preston to my house, which is about another 2.5 hours. A lot of driving this morning, therefore I stopped at the services, grabbed a quick coffee, and now I'm ready to continue with my journey back home. Hello! Have you missed me? Have you missed me? I think you have. Come on, let's go outside. Lick my face if I'm your favourite person in the whole world. There we go, there we go. Oh yeah, sick one. Cheers for that. Look how windy it is today. Like, legitimately, look how windy it is. I want to go on my bike. And we're out on the bike. Switched over to the small camera this afternoon because it's probably gonna rain. That's not the best mentality, but it's the most likely outcome. You know, today I very nearly went to, I apologize if you can't hear me, by the way, and if you can just hear the wind because it's windy. But anyway, as I was saying, I nearly went to the gym today, and then I figured that I've not been on my bike for 3, maybe even 4 days. And I'm heading off tomorrow morning to Mallorca on a riding holiday for a couple of weeks. It's not a training camp, it's not any hard training, it's just an easy, like a cruisy 2 weeks. But either way, I don't want to turn up there mega unfit. So I figured that I would ride today instead of going to the gym, just to remind the body how we ride a bike. Because it's been a few days. Look at this, I'm riding at about 250 watts up this very slight incline. It's not even a hill, it's like a false flat into block headwind, and I'm doing 8 miles per hour. 8 miles per hour.
Pour out the bottle. I made about 50 this week, but who counted? I got Rap Simmons that worth about 1,000. Came from a track that's real deep in the valley.
Quick ride today, probably even under an hour. I've got to go home, do some stuff, pack my bag, and then take my sister over to track league in Manchester because I'm probably the best brother in the world. I'm currently at the top of Hunters Hill. You guys have seen this climb. I ride up here quite a lot. The climb comes up that steep hill there. It's like 15% average gradient from the bottom. But remember I said it's so windy today. From the top of here, if I just put this windbreaker down, it is insanely windy. I'm getting blown about, like completely blown around. It's pretty fun just riding around fighting the wind. But right over there in the distance, it looks like it's raining pretty hard, and that's exactly where I'm going back to. Right over here. So I might just stay here for a few minutes and wait for that weather front to go past. "38 minutes. 38 minutes was literally all I've got time for today. I don't even think that's worthy to go on Strava. But on a much lighter note, the rain stayed off and I stayed dry. But now I've got to put that bike into this bike box. I wish I could magically just transport the bike over to Spain, but instead I've got to take it apart and pack it into this Cycon box. That was actually a lot quicker than I thought it was going to take. I'm getting pretty good at this now. I've had a mad, hectic afternoon. The Scott foil behind me is still for sale, by the way. If anyone's interested, send me an email or a DM. But I've literally got 2 minutes now before I have to get in the car and head over to Manchester for this evening's track league over at the velodrome my sister's racing, as I mentioned before. Who's calling me? Dad. Hello? But anyway, someone asked me not so long ago if I could give my opinions and comments on Peter Sagan winning the, I know it's a couple of weeks ago now, but they said, Can you give your thoughts and opinions on Peter Sagan winning 3 consecutive World Championships? And what a beast. What a beast. There's no other words to describe Peter Sagan than an absolute monster. I'm the classic Peter Sagan fanboy, so I might be a little bit biased here, but I think this victory certainly puts him up there in with the likes of Eddie Merckx as one of the greatest cyclists of all time. Like he can do everything. We've seen him race in the breakaway, we've seen him sprint, we've seen him climbing in the Tour of California a year or two ago, and I think Bradley Wiggins summed it up very nicely a couple of days ago, and he said Peter Sagan now is bigger than the sport of cycling. Peter Sagan himself is bigger than the entire sport that we call cycling. He is a pioneer, he is an icon, he is a hero to many people, and yeah, just what a monster. So we were late setting off to the track league tonight. Someone was being slow. Emma was being slow. We set off about 15 minutes later, and just because we set off 15 minutes later, it's meant we got stuck into like the rush hour traffic. Because 15 minutes turns a 40-minute journey into like an hour and a half. Nightmare. Don't try to relate cause you don't understand. I'ma go fucking ham. Look, mama, no hands. Just arrived here at the Manchester Velodrome, and it's just started raining. I guess this is one of the main benefits of training or racing on the track during the winter. You get to stay out of the cold weather, the wet weather. I really do need to get a track bike sorted. I so far haven't, but I'll go away to Mallorca tomorrow for a couple of weeks, and maybe when I come back, I got a bit of team stuff I need to do. Perhaps after that we can get a track bike sorted for the training on the track more than anything. No hands now. So last time I was here, a couple of weeks ago, I actually got told off of filming trackside. I needed a permit. I went and got a permit. It's just a little bit of hassle. So this week, I'm going to watch the racing from the stands. Emma's just going up for a first. Are these all locked or? Yep. All right, maybe I'm not watching from the stands. I'll go up in the lift.
Doors opening.
As I was saying, I'm going to watch the racing from the stand here, and I feel like this week I need to do a little bit of a better job explaining what's going on and explaining Emma's racing and how she does in her racing. The reason I haven't in the past isn't because I've not been explaining it well, it's just because I don't know what's been going on, but I feel like tonight I know a little bit better. So Emma's doing 4 races tonight, the first of which she's just started now. This is a 10 lap points race, which essentially is just a 10 lap race.
All of these trends, yeah, you know I don't follow. Still smell success when my girls close I borrow. Famous with poison, a hard pill to swallow.
Second race was the Devils, she got 3rd in that one. Getting better.
You saw me on TV. I'm still that kid rock with Kelly and Stevie. I got my real ones and I got my fake ones. Die for my friends, no replies if you ain't.
Genuinely had no idea what was going on there in race number 3. But race number 4 now, this is another variation of a points race. There's a sprint every 3 laps to gain points, and also on the final lap, something like that.
Money is cool, but I'd rather go with the world.
Screener, 6 on the line for hours on the phone.
About the shit that I'm doing now.
And just like that, this evening's track racing is over. Emma, how did tonight go?
Alright, 2 fourths and a third.
Yeah? Are we happy with that?
Yeah.
No wins tonight though, unfortunately.
No.
What event did you win in last week?
The match sprint.
Do you think that's going to be your strongest event, or do you think you're going to be able to be strong in different events?
I'm not sure. I'm quite good at the sprinting part.
Yeah, like in the points race, sprinting for the laps and stuff?
Yeah.
What's your favourite event? Like out of all the racing, what's your favourite event?
Probably the Devil.
With that being said, I'm going to drive home now. Guys, thanks for watching today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a thumbs up. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m.